Good morning and welcome back to Mark Kelly Farm. It's that time. It's been a week, so we're going to get the rest of this pig in the smoker and get everything smoked. We're going to start out with the ham hocks because those are a little bit smaller and they don't need the full week. So we're about 6 days in, so we're safe to do those ham hocks, and then we'll start on the bacon, and then we'll get the ham going and get all this stuff done. So it's going to be 2-3 days out running that smoker. But come along with us and we'll show you how to do it. Okay, we got our ham hocks already done. We smoked these yesterday. We did them at 200 degrees and we smoked them till the internal temperature was at least 150 degrees. So I left them in the smoker all night after I shut them off because it was plenty cold out there last night. It was every bit as cold as the refrigerator. And they're nice and firm this morning. So we vacuum sealed them. And I can't say enough about this Game Saver model of the Food Saver. I really like it because it's got a lock over here on the side. And it keeps things nice and tight. And you don't need like 4 hands to get this stuff done. So we're going to put this in the fridge or the freezer downstairs, and we're going to get that bacon out, and we're going to rinse it, and we're going to get it put in the smoker. All right, this is what our bacon looks like after a week. It's been, we put the dry cure on it, if you remember, 7 days ago, and then that maple syrup, and the meat's much, much firmer than it was when we put it in the bag. We've been flipping these all week, moving the top one to the bottom and flipping everything over. So we're going to open these up, get the excess spices and everything rinsed off the outside, and then we're going to get them out into the smoker. All right, we got our bacon in the smoker. Now we pat this dry after we washed it really well, and we're going to let this sit in the smoker and dry a little bit more. We're going to go to breakfast and do some other errands, and then once I get back, this should be nice and dry. And then we're going to start smoking it, and we're going to smoke it pretty much probably 4 or 5 hours. We want the internal temp to get, again, to be about 150. And we're doing a cold smoke, no more than about 200 degrees because we don't want to cook off the moisture. If you remember, water boils at 208 or 212 degrees. So we want to stay below that mark if we can to allow some of that moisture. We don't want to render the fat. So we're going to cold smoke this. So we'll be back in a little bit and we'll fire up the smoker when we get home. The reason we want that to dry out is it'll get, it's called a pellicule on the outside. It's kind of a sticky texture, and that allows the smoke to stick a lot better to the meat. All right, bacon is smoked. It reached 158 degrees. So we're going to let this stay out here in the smoker overnight because it's nice and cool out here. Let this cool back down and we'll come out in the morning and get it, and then we're going to throw our ham in there. Well, I didn't get any video of smoking the ham, but we'll show you what we did with it after it was done. It smoked pretty much all day, and then we shut it down, and then we let it sit out in the smoker overnight because, again, it was cool. But it's all good. All right, folks, it's the next morning. I brought the ham in. I cut the biggest part of the bone out of it, and I cut it into smaller pieces because we're not going to use a gigantic ham like that. And even if we go to a little function or something, that's quite a few pieces of ham right there. You know, we got some bigger ham roasts. So we split them up. There's one bone in, 2 boneless. And then I got one in the oven right now that's a boneless that I'm going to finish off, and we're going to slice that into lunch meat. So we got that done. Now we're going to go slice the bacon. We're going to pull it out of the fridge and go slice it up. And don't waste that ham bone, folks. Throw it in a pot of beans. Cook all that nice meat off of it. Make a fantastic pot of beans. All right, folks. We are slicing our bacon. Alright, we got all of our bacon sliced up, so now I'm going to package it in quart size vacuum seal bags, and then we're going to vacuum seal it with the Game Saver vacuum sealer. You can see I cut my bacon into smaller strips like sandwich length because the long strips always kind of irritated me. They don't fit in the skillet very well, and these will fit in the skillet real nice. And I'll package maybe 8 of them to a package. That way if we want to make a sandwich, Kelly and I can have 4 pieces each on a sandwich. Or that's enough for breakfast with maybe a little bit left over for tasters later on in the day. But we're going to get this stuff packaged up. Alright, we're done vacuum sealing. This is our last package. I'm going to wait for that seal light to go off. And I'm going to show you what we do. I think I've showed you this before, but we'll back this package off just a little bit. Lock it again and just press the seal button. And what that does is we're putting a double seal on the package. Just gives us a little bit of insurance. Sometimes when you're working with this greasy stuff, you'll go to the freezer and you'll feel the airs back in the package. Those are the ones you want to use first if that happens to you. But we're all done. We got some beautiful bacon. I did some single packs and some double packs if we have company coming over. Then I got some ends and pieces that we'll use for like beans and stuff where we don't need full strips. But there's one of our single packs. Just got 8 pieces of bacon in it. Plenty for me and Kelly for breakfast. But that's what she looks like, folks. We're going to get them in the freezer. Alright, folks. We got our bacon all sliced up, vacuum packed. So this is all pork sausage up here. We got some really nice venison chops. Right here, 6 nice little venison loin chops. Then all of our breakfast sausage and Italian and chorizo. We got all of our ribs and our pork chops. Still got green beans from the garden. Back there we got corn from the garden. So we're pretty well set. This is some prime rib fat that I have to mix in with deer meat when we make sausages. This is all of our smoked ham hocks. We got 6 of them. Got 1 each off the front shoulder and 2 off of the hams. But those are going to be really good in beans. So thanks for coming along on our meat processing journey for the fall. Had to do it while the weather was good. The Portuguese folks, they call that the matanza. When you get together with the family and process your pork meat and everything for the year. Everybody gets together and helps out. My cousin Carrie and her husband and kids came over one night and helped make sausage. Sorry that we didn't get a video of that. But they're planning on doing a pig, so if they do one, they're going to bring it out here and we'll do a video because they'll be doing most of the work. I'll be helping them, of course, but I'll be able to get some video out of that. So until next time, guys, stay safe, stay healthy. We love you guys. We'll come back and see us on Mark Kelly Farms and check out Mark Kelly Farm on Facebook. Kelly actually posted all the sausage recipes on there. If you want to get a copy of those, go there. Catch you later.